Overall, the whole weekend, super happy. Given our current situation, coming away with 2 wins against the Peach Belt, when we knew going into it that it was likely all 4 of those teams were ranked higher than us in the region. That was great for us. It was great for our athletes. It was great for us as coaches to be able to see that, hey, this hard work that we're putting in and the belief that we're having in each other, as that continues to grow, so does our opportunities as well as our productivity out on the court. Absolutely. There's still some times, Friday was a very interesting day. We come out and play against a very solid Georgia college team, and we played phenomenal. You mentioned, having the season high hitting percentage. Things were just clicking, and it was kind of like, this is what it looks like. We've mentioned before, as far as, sometimes our passing will be there, but not our offense. Sometimes our offense is, doing some good things, but our passing is struggling, so we can't get them the ball as often, and everything came together that match. So it was great to see. It was this awesome, glimmer of hope in that sense. And then we turn around Friday in the second match, and it was like, as well as we played in the first match, we played equally as poorly against Lander. So a little bit of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation. I think we're going to chalk that one up to it being Friday the 13th. So we're that's what happened. But then to respond after that poor performance Friday evening, to respond with a gritty win on Saturday against Augusta, that was really big for us as well. And then we knew going into Aiken that they were tough. They were likely between, Wingate and Aiken, top 2 teams in the region. So we knew we were facing, one of the top dogs. And we did some good things, we lost in 3. But we did some really good things on the floor at points, and we were competitive in most of the sets, and especially that first set. It was one of those things where I think we actually kind of scared ourselves. At one point, you look up the scoreboard, and it's, man, we're 15-15. We're toe-to-toe. And then we kind of, relinquished a few points, and, they kind of, cruised on after at that point. But overall, on the weekend, very happy. We're starting to get a little bit more consistent and seeing a little bit more of who we are and what we can do well. Now we just need to make sure that we continue as we enter the full entourage of the second half of the season, and we try to continue in that productivity. Even more so than us as coaches, I think it's imperative, for the athletes to realize that, the sport of volleyball is so interdependent on the team. It's a huge team sport, and yes, you can lose a major key, you can lose a major component, but if as a team you're willing to be unselfish and pick up the pieces together, then you can still accomplish phenomenal feats if you play together. Absolutely, there's no doubt, the day in, day out, every night in the SAC, you're playing tough competition, and that helps prepare you for other things that we see out there in the region. So it's, without a doubt, it's an honor to be a part of the SAC, and win or lose in the SAC, that you're going to have a battle every night, and this weekend will definitely be no exception. Well, we're definitely just focusing on Friday night. That's just taking one match at a time. And, Coker, we were down there, and they whooped up on us pretty handedly in 3s. So, hopefully that we're preparing and understanding that we look a lot different than we did back then. And hopefully we've learned from that, and again, continuing to develop and play more consistently. So the big thing that we're hoping to see this weekend is some good rowdy fans. Rowdy, respectful fans, but seeing those, Mars Maniacs out in full force. We need a little bit of that home support, that home crowd. It would be great to have a great atmosphere this weekend.